Welcome, everyone. Today, I want to share a heartwarming story that beautifully illustrates the power of connection and compassion in the most unexpected moments. Once upon a time, in a bustling city filled with the sounds of honking cars and chattering crowds, there lived a CEO named David. He was a man of great success, leading a thriving tech company that had transformed the way people communicated. Yet, despite his accomplishments, David often felt an emptiness that lingered in the corners of his heart. His days were filled with meetings and deadlines, but the nights were long and lonely, echoing with silence in his lavish penthouse. One late afternoon, as the sun began to dip below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the city, David decided to take a stroll. He wandered through the quaint streets, where the aroma of freshly baked bread wafted from a nearby bakery. It was a welcome change from the sterile environment of his office. As he walked, he noticed the laughter of children playing in a nearby park, their joy a stark contrast to his own solitude. As he continued his walk, David passed a small cafe with outdoor seating. The clinking of cups and the soft murmur of conversation created a cozy atmosphere. Just as he was about to move on, he heard a sweet, innocent voice call out, "Excuse me, sir, may we have your leftovers?" Turning around, David saw two little girls, no older than 6 or 7, standing at the edge of the cafe's patio. Their eyes sparkled with curiosity and hope, and their faces were framed by wild curls that danced in the gentle breeze. They were holding hands, their small fingers intertwined, as if drawing strength from one another. David was taken aback. He had just finished a delicious meal and had a small box of leftovers tucked away in his bag. The request was simple, yet it struck a chord deep within him. He knelt down to their level, his heart softening as he looked into their wide, innocent eyes. "Why do you want my leftovers?" he asked gently. The girls exchanged glances, and the one with the pink dress spoke up. "We're really hungry, and we don't have much to eat at home. We thought maybe you could share." Her voice was filled with sincerity, and David felt a wave of empathy wash over him. In that moment, he realized that these little girls were not just asking for food, they were reaching out for connection, for kindness in a world that often felt cold and indifferent. David's heart swelled with compassion. He reached into his bag and pulled out the container, handing it to them with a smile. "Here you go. Enjoy!" The girls' faces lit up with joy, their eyes sparkling brighter than the sun setting behind them. "Thank you, sir," they exclaimed in unison, their voices ringing with gratitude. As they turned to run back to their mother, who was waiting at a nearby table, David felt a warmth spread through him that he hadn't experienced in years. He watched as they shared the food, giggling and chatting excitedly. Their laughter was infectious, and for the first time in a long while, David felt a sense of belonging. It was as if the universe had conspired to remind him of the simple joys of life, the beauty of human connection that transcends wealth and status. As he continued his walk, David reflected on the encounter. He realized that in his pursuit of success, he had lost sight of what truly mattered. The little girls had reminded him that life is not just about achievements and accolades. It's about the moments we share with others, the kindness we extend, and the love we give. Inspired by this revelation, David decided to make a change. He began volunteering at local shelters, sharing his time and resources with those in need. He organized food drives and mentorship programs, using his skills to uplift others. The loneliness that once consumed him began to fade, replaced by a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Months later, as he walked through the same streets, he spotted the two little girls again. This time, they were playing with a group of friends, their laughter echoing through the air. David approached them, his heart racing with excitement. "Hello again," he called out, waving. The girls turned, their faces lighting up with recognition. "It's you, the nice man who shared his food," they exclaimed, running over to him. David knelt down, a smile spreading across his face. "I'm so glad to see you both. How have you been?" They chatted for a while, sharing stories of their adventures and dreams. David felt a profound connection with them, a bond that transcended their age difference. In that moment, he understood that kindness is a language that knows no barriers. As the sun began to set, casting